Hi everyone, welcome back to channel and my name is Ankit Sharma. So this is a very important videos for all 3D hair artists or for those who want to become an hair artist for games and who want to learn how grooming works for characters. So this video is very important. In this video we learn how hair anatomy works and how hair start growing, how hairline works, and how we can create a natural looking good grooming for our character. So let's start with this. So let's start with a hair anatomy, and we will study all the important factor and important steps to create a good and natural hairlines for our grooming in characters or the game industry. So let's moving on, and I will show you how to find the important points and how to find your character hairline, where it start and how it's grow from your head. So as you know, this subject is very important for your looking stunning and natural hairline. So whenever you look at any hairstyle and you find that this hairstyle is not good, so the basic point is its anatomy, hair anatomy is not flowing very well. So be careful with that to follow an important step to maintain the good hair anatomy. For any character designing, for any modeling, there is very important and important step to follow for any anatomy if you are working with a human body anatomy or hair anatomy. So let's start with this frontal temple bone, and this is sider temple bone. When it connects, so it's usually our with this hairline. So these hairline may be differ from male to female, but overall this may be the same. So let's I will introduce you some important aspects for this frontal temple and side, and now here on back temple point, and here on this top of the head where we call it vertex or crown area. So here where the actually hair grows from it and it roots. So there are a lot of stuff to understand with this hair anatomy. So let's moving with another image. Let's clicking on this. So here you can see, so it's quite similar, but on the from the top, as you can see, we have this kind of separated areas. This is our frontal hairline, and then we have another hairline here, you can see. So as we move from this zone to differ depth into this middle part to a crown area, so as we move inward, the hair density or hair zone is increasing. So this is our transition zone, and here we find this kind of point. This is a temporal corner point. So I will guide you how to find this kind of point where you start your hairline or hair grooming. But for now, just keep in mind that for starting you have this kind of temporal line. As you move forward, your density of hair will be increases. So let's moving on. So now on this picture you can see we have this real-time hair conditions. So here the first area, this kind of first part, we are talking about this first, second, third, fourth. So here you can see this kind of defined kind of different kind of zones. So this is our first, this is called a temper transition zone, and as we move forward we go with higher and density with density of hairs. You can over here. So with this transition zone, they are also a permanent transitions, and I guess you can see here. So so with this kind of transition, you can see in a real photo, this guy has hair and this zigzag kind of transitions. So these define zone with PZ, the transition zone, DH has a more density here, and this kind of small micro irregularity, and so you can see this kind of small detail is very important to maintain to give a natural look for your hairstyle. And this may be different from male to female, but basic points are similar to for all characters. So you can find them, and something if you have in your mind, you can write down on comment sections if you have any questions. So let's moving on. So here is our central point. You can see between your eyes, it is called 𝐵𝐵𝐴, sorry, hairline, and the distance between of these 2 points is around 8 to 10 centimeters, or you can use your 4-finger hands and just put on your forehead and measure your, you can measure your hairline from where your hairline will start. As you can see, my hairline also has a 4-finger gap. So as I covered with this distance between your 𝐵𝐵𝐴 hairline and to hairline, so let's find out that our corner point where we start our hairlines. So let's take a straight line from your left or right eyes. Just take a straight line overhead, forehead, and whenever this meets, it's basically understand that is exactly landmark over here, you can see, and you mark a straight line over here. You can find your hairline point where your hair starts. It's around 10 to centimeters above from your eyes. Okay, okay, then it is easily and good way to measure your distance between your hairline and your forehead. So now moving on, I will teach you another good method to understand these kind of points. So just use these basic tips and basic tricks to understand this hairline. So now let's understand the flow of your hair, how hair grows and from where it start growing, and it is about to start from this point, central point, growing roots, and it's called a vertex crown, and it look like at a direction flow you can see on this screen. So it's going to generate a bit of volume around here, and it's not going to just useless, but it is very important to maintain your hair flow when you working with long or short hair flow. So this direction of hair is very important, because when you place your cards, you have to maintain these kind of curves, like this kind of direction over here. So it's going more and most important aspect of to create any hair. So let's I'm sharing with you some kind of curves direction. As per this image, you can see we have this position of hair. Let's it's growing from back and moving forward and just turn into your ear side. So I see many of artists, they does not really understand or really care for this direction, but this is so basic and very important. So you have a bit of character that required a bit more attention to the shorter hair, like when you work with a shorter hair. So this direction makes a lots of difference and makes lot of naturality, or you create a very kind of natural and realistic hairstyle. So let's talking about some kind of thickness and density of hair, different kind of clumps, and with same or the same direction. You can see here the flow of hair. These have different hairstyles or different flows. It's going up and down, more or less coming together, and you can see it is kind of images has right kind of joints, and giving a natural look, giving a important and this kind of specific volume over this hairstyle. So the different direction is okay, but there is a lots of negative space that provide you a good natural looking hairstyle. So you can see here I have mentioned these green blocks is called a negative space. So it creates depth into the hair, and you want that you really do that you have to maintain these kind of volumes, that sensation of depth, and that probably the hardest part to achieve it, because it's not easy to create this kind of volumes and this kind of negative space, because when you work with a daylighting or in a software, you have to create this kind of clumps and direction to create negative spaces, but just start filling with this negative space, and it will create a realistic look. Now let's moving on, and I will play with them, and I will create all these aspects and teach you how to create these negative space with your placement journey. Now okay, then we come to this last part of our hair, which would be our flyaways or fly-offs that you will see here. You can see we have this well groomed hair dressing and this kind of hairstyle. So you can see we have lot of fly-offs, and these are obvious, but we have lot of works to do with that, and we spend so many times to create these kind of fly-offs and this kind of hair, and to maintain the silhouette and whatever it makes next level or kind of thing. So it creates really makes difference of any character hairstyle. So there are this kind of thing. We have a very sharp right now, and this kind of we create a different feeling, or it is okay to same here. You can see these kind of flow, these kind of negative space. So these makes a lot of difference. This makes a character so beautiful and so natural looking. So let's start, and we will understand all these flyaways, how to place them and how to create this kind of hairstyle. So we will create a natural hairstyle, and we'll work on that. So for that, please subscribe this channel, because this is very important. So see you soon with the next video, with the next topic. But this hair anatomy is very important for all grooming artists. You have to understand your basics first. You have to understand a strong point of your hair or your any character designing. This is very important aspect to create. So see you soon. Bye bye. Have fun.